Hey, this is Yugioh with my 5th weekly video, and this time it's going to be a Gold Series 4 predictions video. And I know you've probably seen a couple of these already, but, everyone has their own opinions, and these are mine. So if you don't know already, the first 6 are D6 cards. And so to start off, Doom Caliber, that's going to be one of the main money cards. So for the first one, I think it's going to be a Book of Moon, because it's been printed common, I think, 4 times, and as a super only once, and the super is what, 130, 40, 50, and it's limited, so, I mean, it's not limited or semi-limited, it's either one, but they usually make a lot of the limited cards, Gold Series, like, Swords, Mirror Force, Solemn Judgment, and it just makes sense with Book of Moon, because it's never been printed as a wide released, holofoil. Next, I think it's Gravity Bind. Again, it's only common and rare, and it's at 1, so it would make sense because they only not a lot of people really use it now, but it's still one of those used cards sorta. And Summoner Monk for the last one of the limited cards. I think it's only been printed once in a structure deck. And, this is more looking to the future, but once Exceed Summons comes out, Summoner Monks, it's probably going to go up in price, just because of its effect. So, yeah, those are my first 3, and the reason I picked those 3 is because they're all limited or semi-limited, and, they just have a habit of reprinting limited edition cards. The next one is Ultimate Offering. This, again, it's recently been on, it was semi-limited, I think, and they took it off the ban list. And it's only been printed as a super, as a holofoil, and it's about 12 to 18, I think. So no one really wants to pay that much for, just a card. It's not a bad card, it's a good card actually, but still, I'd rather take a $6 gold rare than a $20 super rare. Next is Ab-Zero. I personally think that they're going to hit a lot of jump cards, and they already have with, let's see. Well, 5-Headed God Dragon wasn't jump, it was a promo in the structure decks, I think. Well, Obelisk, so 1 so far, and I think they're going to hit at least 2 more. So one will be Ab-Zero. It's one of the most commonly used magazine promo cards, and one of the best actually. And another e-hero, I think, would be Gaia. It's old, it's getting really expensive, like $30, $40 expensive. And to get one, you have to get those Ancient Prophecy packs, which, only have this, Vayu, not much else. So it's like, trying to pull a pot out of Duelist Revolution. And another jump card is Beast King Barbaros. It's one of the more used jump cards, I guess. Not like, like Totem Dragon or, Golem Dragon. That's not as expensive as Genesis Dragon. It's like around like 10, somewhere there. So a reprint of this would help a lot of people to, actually use the beatdown decks, the skill drain decks. And one is Dark Soul. I personally thought Dark Soul would hit the, Hidden Arsenal Special Edition packs. But instead they got Naturia Pineapple and X-Saber Emmer's Blade, and pretty much besides Emmer's Blade, Dark Soul is the other main expensive card. And since X-Sabers are used quite a bit still, they're still really good, it just makes sense that Dark Soul will be in this. And unless it hits maybe a tin, maybe a couple months later, Gold Series 4, it would just fit in well with it. And I'm not going to mention commons, but I personally think a lot of Lightsworns will be printed common. Maybe, Celestia, Lumina, maybe Lila, but I think that Aaron, it'll be printed as a gold rare. It's getting old just like Gaia. It's still in the 25s, 35, somewhere there. It's not really a cheap card, it's never been, and it's never really been considered to hit any other reprint lists. Lightsworns are still used, they're still splashed around, so yeah, an Aaron, that would make sense. And besides, JD was printed in the last series, so a few more Lightsworns this one. Gateway, I thought they might have made this Ultra in Turbo Pack 5. They just got, what is it? United, 6 Samurai United. And again, it's only maybe like $12 to $18, but still. I mean, it's in Stardust Overdrive. It's sort of an old pack. You can get them in the X-Saber power-ups, but again, those are getting old, a little bit old as well. And they're just not as easy to find now. And besides, 6 Samurais are one of the top tiers. I mean, the best decks around. It would just make sense for something like this to get reprinted. And something like Shien and Kizan, yeah, no way. It's too new, and no way they're going to reprint it like what is it, 3 months after it's been released. And my last two, I'm going to pick Synchros, because starting last one, I'm pretty sure they're going to put more Synchros in. And one will be Junk Archer. It's getting old. It's not really expensive, but not too cheap either. It's still used. And lastly, Scrap Dragon. The reason I picked Scrap Dragon is, it feels right in Gold Series 4. Something like Path of Duality or Solar Morning, yeah, that's like bullshit. There is no way that those two are gonna get reprinted. There's maybe like 1 in, 50 chance. But Scrap Dragon, it fits in just right. It's, I think, the 3rd most expensive card in Duelist Revolution. Duelist Revolution, as you probably all know, is like 7 to 10 a pack. And everyone shoots for the Path of Dualities and Solar Mornings, but honestly, yeah, it's just really, really hard to get one. And same with Scrap Dragon. It's just hard to get one now. When it first came out, it was like 18 to 25. Now it's like doubled in price. So Scrap Dragon will be my last pick in Gold Series 4. And so yeah, if you have any opinions or any, different options on it, just leave a comment below, and, thanks for watching my video. Oh, and lastly, a few comments that they did say they're going to reprint. Millennium Shield, Goddess of Whim, yeah, those old McDonald's promos. So look out for, Elemental Hero Electrum as well. I'm pretty sure that's going to be common as well, and, thanks for watching my video.